Up next, the Jazz taking on. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA present. GA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Ingles in at the small 4.
Indoors, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot block. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. There's the feed to Adams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. And Adams gets it to go down on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer. Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Out to the wing. Dort passes to Gallinari. He kicks to Paul. Passes it to Adams. Paul. It's good on the putback.
Chris Paul has always been willing to rebound the position. He understands he's got to provide support on the backboards.
Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley, the pass to Gobert. The putback, Conley on the follow.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Paul against Conley. Here's Adams. Rebound, Utah.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Adams' shot is off.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Gobert. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Here's Adams. And the layup's good off the glass. Adams has got his second basket. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And that one drops.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Ingles trying to get open. Thunder with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
How smooth is that? Boy, the pull-up jump shot by Chris Paul. What a look by him. My goodness.
Mitchell kicks to Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Gobert down low. Adams defending. Gobert can't hit. The Thunder have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Now the pass to Gallinari. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
as a scorer in every sense of the word. You know Danilo is thinking, let me finish and get to the foul line.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Davis is checked in for Gobert. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Diallo, he's checked in for Gallinari. .40 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Niang. He's covered by Muscala. Clarkson dishes to Davis. O'Neal kicks to Mudiay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Niang passes to Mudiay. To end the run. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Passes to Diallo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Davis. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Boy, Noel doesn't make anything easy.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the...
It sounds so generic to say we have fun.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Ferguson out there with Mike Muscala. Then it's Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Boy, that is just too easy. As Gobert gets this close, forget about it.
To the paint, here's Noel. Pass to Muscala. Noel up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Muscala. Over Davis. Davis with some nice D.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Mudiay. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Schroeder looking around, kicks it to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Out to the right wing. Pass to Muscala. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the Stifle Tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
And the rejection by Noel. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Muscala. Here's Conley. Now here's Gobert. Over Noel. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Diallo finds Noel. 9 feet out. Back to Diallo. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's the break. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
This is what Donovan Mitchell is looking for. He wants to seek out body contact and get the hoop in the harm.
And the Jazz making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
And we talk a lot about Mitchell's offense, and for good reason, but the defense is also an area where he's excelled.
Oh, no doubt, Greg. We identify him with the offensive end of the floor because he's carried a burden for the Utah Jazz early in his career. But think about it. He's strong, athletic, long wingspan, excellent instincts. This guy has the potential to be one of the most impactful two-way players in today's NBA.
George Niang, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Diallo. The shot's good from Paul.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Utah.
Mitchell gets to Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Mitchell in the corner. Gallinari with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Noel. Passes it to Ferguson. Plenty of space. Good. He hits the jump shot. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Count that one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the pass to Noel.
Boy, there's an energy about Nerlens Noel, and if he's being this assertive, the defense has got to be uneasy.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Both free throws good from Noel. 56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Conley against Paul. Niang passes to Conley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. Was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
Here's Conley. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Noel. And slam dunk by Noel. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Right wing. Pass to Ingles. Mitchell in the corner. Connects from 3-point range. Mitchell's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, the defense so concerned about the dribble drive ability of Donovan Mitchell, but boy, you better contest as well.
Back to Paul. Over Mitchell. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points during the draft. And that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got Gobert. Clarkson is out there with Moutier. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Niang in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And he makes that one.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Moutier against Paul. Out to Gallinari. He feeds it to Adams. Nails the baby hook. 8 points for Steven Adams.
Well, Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Moutier with the bounce pass. Pass to O'Neal. Here's Niang. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And Paul pulls it down. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Clarkson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, Clarkson with young legs, bringing the energy. How about that finish?
Gilgeous-Alexander against Clarkson. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Moutier against Paul. Passes it to Clarkson. Count that bucket. Clarkson's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
How about Jordan Clarkson, the ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play?
And Paul gets it to go in.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
To the middle. It's stolen by Adams. Paul surveying the floor. But they get it back. Left side, Adams.
I'll tell you, Steven Adams is a load on the block. That frame makes him an impossible check.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Count it. Muscala's got his first basket.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander facilitating for his team right now. What a pretty pass.
Mitchell's shot is good as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Mitchell. The pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Offensive rebound.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Down low. It's deflected. Inside, Diallo. And the layup falls. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shoots the 3. Again, Mitchell missing. The Thunder leading by 3. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
And Dort gets it to go.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort passes to Diallo. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position. So at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
And Adams sends it back. And he's able to get it back. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mitchell. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The layup off target. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Thunder lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the 4th quarter. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander. They're up in the backcourt. Ferguson out there with Noel. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Outside Conley. Back to Mitchell. Nice ball movement by Utah. Bogdanovich left side. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And stolen by Noel. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Mitchell. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Pass to Noel. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side, Adams. Not going to go that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. And then for Oklahoma City, Gallinari, he's checked in for Adams. And Chris Paul subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Tony Bradley's checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Out to the right wing. Ball finds Schroeder. Adams with it. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Adams has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Bradley, and he goes in for the dunk.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Moutier, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Gallinari in the corner. Pass to Adams. Bradley with some nice D. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Tips it up, and it's Bradley on the follow.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Kicks it out to Schroeder. 1:43 left here in the 4th quarter. Adams. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley's running. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
Schroeder dishes to Adams. Rebound, Utah. And now Utah, fast break. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
The drive by Paul. Sweet little floater. And the Thunder lead by 1.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
To the inside. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Amazing poise from Bogdanovich, able to deliver a huge shot.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. Here's Ferguson. Passes to Adams. Here's Ferguson. Just 5 on the clock.
Had a foul to give there, but
and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Gobert against Paul. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gallinari wide open. Bullseye!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
He might be young, but Mitchell is clutch. That's beautifully done.
Paul outside. Here's Adams.
That's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And the Jazz call time here. They're down by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
For the tie. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. Now it's ended.
Kevin, good evening.
Knows it very well, D.A. Thank you so much. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. Now here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
And that one is good by Beasley. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
From 6 away, and Russell gets it to go on the assist by Beasley.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there, just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Dort passes to Adams. Beasley with the steal. Russell with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Okogie. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. And that's all it took.
Now, here is Gallinari. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 6.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
And it's Gallinari missing for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Russell dishes to Towns, takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. Rebound by Okogie.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Gallinari with the steal. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Room service assist from Paul. Can't put the ball in a better spot. His vision, outstanding.
And there's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Towns. Buries the 7-footer. Towns has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Dort. Back to Paul. Gallinari in the corner. Misses the 3.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Now the feed to Towns. Adams, some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And here we go. Towns. Oh, what a play!
Woo! Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Gallinari in the corner. Back to Paul. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Thunder trailing by 3. to Schroeder. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Over to the wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. That one drops for him.
You know, Chris Paul will get his points any way he can. I mean, that's his aggressive nature. CP3, if it means handling contact, he's ready for it.
Reed gets the bucket.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Schroeder, right side. Drive by Adams. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Adams has got 10. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Thunder lead by 1. And we'll be back shortly. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team are already tough.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Culver. James Johnson is out there with Lehman. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard position. And it's Schroeder missing. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Moving it up. Muscala finds Diallo. The shot, no good. Excellent D there by Johnson. To the right side. To the paint. And stolen by Noel. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Ferguson's shot is good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Pass to Lehman. Inside. Reed. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now here's Schroeder. He's guarded closely. Diallo kicks to Ferguson. Noel passes to Diallo. Clock is at 3. Nobody near Schroeder. Buries it from 3-point range. Schroeder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Culver passes to Reed. Here's Lehman. Pass to Culver. Hit his foot. And it's whistled a kick. Molinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons,
right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Beasley for 3. Here's Towns. Pass to Okogie. Russell from long range. Here's Towns. And finally they hit one. Towns has got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. Schroeder outside. Molinari finds Schroeder. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
Here's Towns, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. An even 3-on-3 break. Diallo the pass to Gallinari. Now Noel, defended by Towns. Here's Okogie. The Thunder pull it in. 1:03 left here in the second. Stolen. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, you know, this is just too easy for Okogie. I mean, the defense cannot afford to let him get deep, established position.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. To the inside. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And Towns throws it down.
There's the great length we're always talking about with Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, leaving no doubt about that.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. And Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. Culver passes to Towns. And it's Russell in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. Down low, Towns with the steal. A shot by Culver, nobody around. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Steven Adams. Had no problems getting going. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's... And that'll do it for us. The third...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. The shot by Paul, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Okogie, and that one is hammered home.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gallinari wide open. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Muscala, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Ferguson subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Minnesota also making some changes. Reed's checked in. And Jake Layman subbed in for Josh Okogie. Dort misses. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Thunder have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Ball finds Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 3. The Thunder with another miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Adams. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Culver passes to Noel. Here's Reed. Adams defending. Now the pass to Noel. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And now Minnesota on the fast break and stolen by Noel. Here's Schroeder. Finished off the break. Schroeder's got 5 points so far.
Noel is known for his high activity on defense. Great motor. Keeps his arms moving so he can come up with some critical steals in addition to a block shot or 2 as well.
And the rejection by Noel. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, there's nothing like being unselfish as a player, and Noel was outstanding in that regard. Reading the entire floor and finding his guys for high percentage shots.
Culver kicks to Lehman. Pass to Okogie. To the middle. Here's Towns. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now, here is Muscala. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fast break. Here they come. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket by Okogie.
Nice heads-up play that time from Culver. Excellent awareness.
Schroeder passes to Diallo. Noel with it. He kicks it to Muscala. Pass to Ferguson. Schroeder outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. He has 7.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, James Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Russell. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward. Bucket is good.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Ferguson, the pass to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Russell looking around. Johnson can't hit. Thunder trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. To the inside. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Schroeder.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now.
Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. We'll see what they can do, Kevin.
Outside, Russell shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. To the wing right side. Ferguson, the pass to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Count it.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drive.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. It's 2-on-1. Here's Schroeder. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Now just a 1-point Minnesota lead. Outside, Russell. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. Chalk up 2 there. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Thunder.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless, the foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in, and Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Dort passes to Paul. Adams with it. Over to the left wing. From deep, Gallinari. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And now Minnesota on the fast break, pushing it up. Passes it to Okogie. Back to Beasley. Outside, Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Towns, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Town? Helps him come through when the game gets snug.
Paul dishes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. The pass to Gallinari. Adams in the high post. Down low. George. Off on the lane. Here's Okogie. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Outside Russell. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Paul finds Gallinari. Up top Adams. Left side Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul passes to Gallinari. He's off from 3. Here's Okogie. Here's Beasley. Count it. Now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back. A Sunday afternoon with the NBA. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Donovan Mitchell.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Minnesota, Beasley is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Mitchell. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here's Conley. Gobert double-teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. So it's the Timberwolves now. Russell against Conley. And Russell gets it to go.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And stolen by Russell. And here's the break. And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he is built to be an alley-oop threat. Long arms, terrific athlete. He went and got that one.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
On offense, here are the Jazz. Now, here's Mitchell. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter to the left side wing. Russell dishes to Towns. He kicks it to Beasley. And it's Russell in the corner. It's stolen by Gobert. The drive by Mitchell. That shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Towns. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Here's Conley, and the rejection by Towns. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Dishes it to Towns. Good on the shot. Towns has got 6.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
On the wing, Ingles. Back to Gobert. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Beasley outside. Hernan Gomez in the corner. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And the technical free throw is good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Layman, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. And Culver's subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. 4 on the shot clock. There's Layman. No good on the triple. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Moutier. And there's a big-time jam as he slams it right over Culver.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Johnson, the pass to Noel. Here's Reed. Inside. Layman. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Unselfish. Moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
To the left wing. Here's O'Neal. His three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota leading by 3. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Gets a hand on it. Davis on the follow.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. It's stolen by Gobert. And the pass to Moutier. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's stolen by Gobert. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Pass to Clarkson. Now, here is O'Neal. Gobert down low. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Jazz out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter under. And recently, D'Angelo Russell, Greg, told us about some offseason work he put in.
Man, I picked a lot of people's brains, going into the summer.
Greg doing what he can do to reach that immense potential.
The talent is there. There's never been a question about that, but you also have to be reliable and accountable, both to yourself and to your team. Sounds like that's becoming his focus.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
They've got James Johnson. Layman is out there with Culp. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Fast break, Minnesota. There's the dish to Culver. Passes it to Layman. Here's Reed. Back to Layman. Stolen by O'Neal. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Both teams will make substitutions. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And the basket is good. Clarkson's got the lead up to 4 now for Utah.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Okogie. It's stolen by Davis. Down low, here's Clarkson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. There's the pass to Okogie. Timberwolves passing it around. Right side Towns. They get a hand on it. Pass to Okogie. Just 3 to shoot. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Mitchell looking it over. Floats it up for Davis. Shooting foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jazz leading by 4. Mitchell outside. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Towns with the steal. And the dunk by Towns.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Jake Layman's checked in for the Timberwolves. Towns against Mitchell. Back to Towns from 11 feet away. Rebound, Utah. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Gobert the pass to Ingles. Russell against Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Gobert down low. Covered by Beasley. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 6.
Gobert bouncing off defenders, took a ton of contact and still scored.
And it's Layman in the corner. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. It's tipped. Russell against Mitchell. Russell passes to Towns. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Can't get it to fall.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They were a deterrent. And that'll do it for...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Karl-Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Beasley with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Gobert. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
Jumps up. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Here's a Kogi. Lays it up and banks it in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Conley against Russell. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Conley's got the lead up to 6 now for the Jazz. The Timberwolves shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Russell finds Hernan Gomez. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
The Timberwolves shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Back to Ingles. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Passes it to Noel. Right wing. Here's Towns. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Back to Conley. It's tipped.
And great positioning there from Culver. That's what allowed him to get the block.
Pass to Reed. Here's a Kobe. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good for the Jazz. Bradley's checked in for Davis. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Utah leading. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. The pass to Niang. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here's a Kogi, defended by Mudiay. Pass to Culver. Reed the pass to Okogie. 5 on the clock. For the lead, and it's blocked by Bradley. Here we go, 1-on-1. O'Neal misses. Stolen by O'Neal. Shoots over Culver. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mudiay. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so...
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Moutier kicks to Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss. To the middle. Johnson, the pass to Towns. Misses off the left iron.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
It's good. Niang's got his first points of the game. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota, and the blocks just kept on coming for him. He's playing some fantastic D, and we'll be right back after this.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Mitchell with it. We've got Malik Beasley. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Johnson. Then it's Russell. And it's Lehman in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And he drops it in from the low post. Gobert's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Utah. Russell against Ingles. Russell passes to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 21.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Ingles in the corner. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. And taken away by Johnson. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Beasley, the pass to Towns. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I'll tell you, when Mitchell gets downhill, it's usually a bucket or a foul or both.
And the first one drops. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Hernan Gomez is checked in, and Mitchell drops them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Minnesota in the lead. Passes it to Johnson. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. Over Gobert. No good with the elbow jumper.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
That shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. And Beasley now atop the key. And Russell gets it to go.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Mitchell. At the elbow, Conley. And the shot goes down. And the Jazz lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And the pass to Hernan Gomez. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Hernan Gomez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, big. big three right there. I mean, I've got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And here's Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Beasley against Mitchell. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Towns has got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team. Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Johnson in the corner. Right side, Russell. There's the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Jazz have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. 2 points. That one goes. 14 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell's ready, and he knocked down one of the bigger shots of his game.
Inside, it's tipped. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Out to the right wing. A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. The three-pointer, no good. Pass to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. And Gobert takes to Mitchell. They swipe it. One-on-one here. Here's Okogie. Here's Johnson. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And Utah turns it over again.
How big is that? Or should I say, how big might that become? Just a brutal mistake.
Passes it to Russell. Here's Okogie. 20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you got to protect the ball.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. The lead is 2. And the rejection by Towns. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 8 seconds left in the game. Here's what's your take.
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie or a 3 to win it all?
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. They break the...
for the land of the...
Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Payday.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
So it's Utah now. Conley with it. The pass to Ingles. Outside Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Second shot opportunity. And taken away by Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. A floater. It's hauled in by Adams. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. A nice shot by Gallinari.
When you have a guy like Gallinari run the court and you're expecting him to pull up for the 3, he can also fast break and get the layup.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Up top, Adams. Defended by Gobert. Back to Paul. Pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Paul. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert pulls it in.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect... Lightning.
That was incredible.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Here's Ingles. Steven Adams making his last shot. Basket counts.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Adams following the bucket by the Jazz. Dort passes to Adams over Conley. Adams' shot is off. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Jazz, Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Noel dishes to Schroeder. Back to Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And trust me, Dennis Schroeder would love to score the basketball, but his ability to set up his teammates is also effective.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
O'Neal kicks to Davis. Mitchell outside for three. Rebound by Muscala. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Nerlens Noel, since coming into the league, seemingly has fought an uphill battle to try to find a role on a team where he can consistently make key contributions. Let's hope it's now.
Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Utah. Pass to O'Neal. And the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Schroeder missing. Outside Bogdanovich. Mudiay pass to O'Neal. Takes the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. It's stolen by Mudiay. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by 3. And we'll be back. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their expectations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Mike Muscala out there with Ferguson. And there's Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And Diallo in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And that's too easy. Terrence Ferguson way up there.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. That shot off the mark. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Oklahoma City moving it around. Diallo no good. Jazz trail by 3. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Well, Thunder have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The drive by Schroeder. Noel, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Paul comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Paul. Nifty move. And the layup is good.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Gobert can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Paul. He goes up again. Second chance shot. And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari passes to Adams. Count the basket. Adams has got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Here's Paul. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Clarkson against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nice job, SGA, coming in and using that long, athletic wingspan.
Here's Dort, guarded by O'Neal. Bounce pass from Paul. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So Utah ends up going with a new group.
Well, a combination of muscle and some focus right there allows Steven Adams to collect another bucket.
Niang kicks to Conley. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
And there's the pass to Niang. Here's Mitchell. Bradley trying to break free. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket for Mitchell. Out left to the wing. Back to Paul. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Mitchell left side.
Hey, yo, right here.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Here's Dort. Back to Adams. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Conley finds Bradley. It doesn't go for him. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Pass to Adams. Gallinari outside. For the 3. They get it back. Can't hit that one. Here's Mitchell.
And it's always great to see Gallo play that kind of...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to such a tremendous floor leader. CP3 has been mentioned by many. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Adams.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. They've got Clarkson. He's out there with Moutier, and it's Niang in at the four-man position. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Passes to Dort. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Pass to Niang. Now the pass to O'Neal. To the wing on the left. Now here's Moutier. Just 4 to shoot. Off target from outside.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Gallinari wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Niang. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Jazz trail by 7. And Moutier throws it down.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Over to the wing. Gallinari outside. Passes it to Dort. Kick out to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Dort passes to Adams. That shot no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Here's Niang. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Back to Gallinari. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Gallinari. Good. Nice job down low. Gallinari's got 6. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Niang. That 3 off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Gallinari surveying the D to the paint. Takes it out to Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Gallinari in the corner. A second chance effort, and it's Adams getting it to go. Adams has got the lead up to 7 now for Oklahoma City.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Such good length for a guard. Opponents struggle to keep Gilgeous-Alexander from scoring the basketball.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The Jazz with another miss. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Here's Dort. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Gilgeous-Alexander skilled and athletic, and that time hits the offensive glass.
Moutier. And the layup's good off the glass. Moutier's got 6 in the quarter.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it. There's
the pass to Gallinari. Adams down low. Out to Gallinari. On deep. Moutier with the rebound. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Oklahoma City in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jazz trail by 9. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. Noel is out there with Adams. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Ferguson in at the 3. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. He gets that one. Ferguson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Thunder.
And Ferguson showing off a little bit of maybe that strength that we so often talk about he needs to put on.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Out to the wing. Adams down low. Covered by Conley. Knocked away. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him. Mike Muscala is checked in for the Thunder. Conley the pass to Gobert. And stolen by Noel. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. Shot good by Diallo.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with him.
Bogdanovich finds Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. Over Muscala. That misses off the backboard. The Thunder leading by 9. To Noel, and so Oklahoma City again turning it over. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Ball against Conley, and stolen by Noel. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Tries it from 9. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
This is an area where Chris Paul has been solid every year, always right around 90% from the charity stripe.
Burton's checked in for the Thunder. Lets the 3 fly. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Noel. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the left side wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Out to the right wing. Passes it to Diallo. To the right side. Here's Muscala. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovic. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
Here's Noel. No good. Shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 5-point Thunder lead.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Paul finds Noel, kicks it out to Paul. It's Noel, high post. Paul outside. A three. That shot off, and Utah the other way now. Pass to Bogdanovic. Mitchell with it from deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Diallo. Stolen by Conley. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Burton, the pass to Muscala. Paul kicks to Muscala. The pass to Burton. Now here is Muscala. By Paul, nobody around. And the three ball is good. And the Thunder lead by 8.
Beautiful right there. Good form, soft touch. Paul, a consistent threat in all aspects of the game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his third foul of the game. From deep. Misses there. So we see the Thunder get the win here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel. And as they...
Hey, Kevin.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, we've got D'Angelo Russell. Also Malik Beasley out there. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Gallinari passes to Adams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here is Russell. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, an excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
Paul kicks to Adams. Rebound, Minnesota. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line.
Adams' shot is off. Now the Timberwolves with it. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. To the inside, and stolen by Russell. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And the basket by Okogie.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Here's Dort.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. It's Beasley on the wing. Towns is doubled. Here's Okogie. Hernan Gomez. It's good on the putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They double him with Russell, and stolen by Russell. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Towns, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, that is impressive mobility for a big man. Defenders have got to be aware of Karl Anthony on the drive.
And Doris, no doubt that Karl Anthony Towns has taken a much bigger leadership role on this Minnesota team.
No doubt, Greg. Once the departure of Jimmy Butler was secured, then the leadership role squarely falls on the shoulders of Karl Anthony Towns. Now, his style is totally different. He wants to be a bit more encouraging, but there's no question. He's the best player. He's got to lead the charge.
Johnson, the pass to Towns. Over in the corner. The 3-ball. Goes back up. Outside, Russell. Offensive rebound. Pass to Layman. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder's got his second basket of the game. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Takes it from 10. And the shot is long. Timberwolves leading by 6. Down low. Towns kicks to Culver. Towns in the corner. A nice shot by Culver.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Out to Gallinari. Pass to Noel. Back to Gallinari. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So both Both teams changing it up here. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Noel. Right wing. Reed the pass to Lehman. Here's Reed. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Johnson. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Schroeder. No good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Noel passes to Reed. He kicks to Culver. Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
He doesn't get the second one. And here is Noel. It's stolen by Johnson. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball. And defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
We've got Beasley, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, there was a decades period of time when Chris Paul was simply stated the best point guard in the league. But let's make no mistake, this guy is successful off the basketball court as well. For such a long time, he has played a significant role in the Players Union, advocating for the players at large, and I have such admiration for it.
Noel passes to Reed. Beasley with a clean look. Good on the three-point shot. Beasley's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
Adams' shot is off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Adams, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
You know, sometimes we bemoan the lack of physicality in the league these days. That is not something that applies to Mr. Steven Adams.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. Towns dishes to Russell. Back to Towns. Fires from 18. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander, and he gets it to go.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position, so at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
Russell against Gilgeous-Alexander. Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. For 3, Beasley. Here's Reed. Out to Russell. Tipped away and taken away by Paul. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. And he gets the bucket. Paul's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Paul looking around. Makes it off the glass. Paul's got 8 points.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Russell kicks to Hernan Gomez. And the 3 off target. Thunder trailing by 8. Gallinari passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Beasley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Good on both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the pass to Ferguson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Dishes to Noel.
Wow, the physicality of Nerlens Noel paying dividends. This guy not bashful, seeking contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. Both free throws good from Noel. 46 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And Johnson now top of the key. Here's Okogie. Left side, Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Ferguson kicks to Gallinari. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Ferguson. Culver with the steal. Outside, Towns. 1 second left, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, the defense can't give this up. Culver is more.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. How about... And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Thunder. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. Timberwolves on defense. 8-point game. Paul finds Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Minnesota shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Russell against Gallinari. Hernan Gomez, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Adams.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Passes it to Okogie. He dishes it to Towns. It's stolen. Beasley against Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good from Paul.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari. Here's Dort. Just 5 to shoot. Brown. One-on-one here.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Schroeder outside for the lead. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Reed the pass to Layman. And here's Russell. Pass to Reed. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Reed the pass to Russell. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Diallo. To the wing right side. There's Russell with the 3. Ferguson with the rebound. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 10-2 run here. Out to the right wing. Nobody near Schroeder. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Now the pass to Ferguson. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Culver's checked in for the Timberwolves. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Schroeder, the teardrop falls in. Schroeder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
This guy is a creative offensive talent. Dennis Schroeder can hit defenders with a variety of moves. Go ahead with the floater.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Schroeder against Johnson. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Pass to Muscala. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Now, here's Culver. Kicks it to Russell. Offline with his 3. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Passes to Diallo. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Culver passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
Really encouraging to see D'Angelo Russell make these passes. If you're going to be effective as a point guard, you've got to run the pick and roll game.
Pass to Ferguson. Shot on the wing. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Oklahoma City out in front as they wrap up the third. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Culver, and it's Okogie in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Culver passes to Okogie. Now here's Beasley. Johnson in the corner. They get it back. Second chance shot. Towns dishes to Beasley. And there's the pass to Okogie. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation on Hernangomez. He's checked in for James Johnson. The Thunder leading by 4. Paul outside. Pass to Dort. To the paint. Here's Adams. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Okogie. And it's Culver at the elbow. It's Beasley on the wing. Oh, good on the 3. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. To the middle. Culver with the steal. Gallinari against Hernangomez. And Towns throws it down.
Well, leaving no doubt on that one, the explosiveness of Cat.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Gallinari in the corner. Back to Paul. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pocket 6. Passes it to Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Beasley in the post. Gallinari covering. Back to Beasley. Pass to Hernangomez. From deep three-point range. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Russell's checked in. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing by 4.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Dort passes to Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
As physical a player as there is in the entire NBA, Steven Adams putting the defense in a tough spot.
And so Adams nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Outside Russell. Towns, high post. And that one is off. Adams, some nice D. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Paul outside. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. The Thunder with another miss. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Beasley dishes to Towns.
Well, this is a big physical guy himself, and Towns finds other teams trying to bump him off his game.
For your Timberwolves. It's the first that brings them within 2. So he gets them both.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. And Paul gets it to go in.
Chris Paul is no stranger to delivering in the big moments. Go ahead, CP3.
Russell passes to Okogie. Up top, Russell.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Okogie misses. Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Paul dishes to Adams. Back to Paul. Dort passes to Paul. They double him with Russell. From downtown, Paul with the buckets. And the Thunder lead by 6.
That's a statement from Chris Paul. He understands game is in the balance. It's my time.
Russell dishes to Towns. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Gallinari with the steal. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, as a young player, Danilo Gallinari played in some pressure-packed environments. Think he played for Milan in Italy. They love their hoops and take it seriously. And then straight to the Knicks as a 20-year-old. Boy, he can handle the spotlight.
Johnson, he's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gallinari finds Paul. All sorts of time. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
He gets the first, and that brings them within 5.
Well, he spent 1 year in college at Kentucky, yet Karl Anthony Towns has made such a smooth transition to the NBA. His ascension, guys, has been really remarkable.
That's a 2 from Paul off the left rim and out. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory. And with
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
the Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Towns in at the 5 spot. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 3, the small forward. Out to Russell. Tries from 16. That one misses. And it's Utah the other way. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. From deep, Hernan Gomez. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Conley left side. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Minnesota. Mitchell wide open. Off target with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills, too.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Russell feeling it out a bit. The pass to Beasley. Stolen by Mitchell. Got a piece of it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Beasley in the corner. Hits it from 3-point range.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
The shot from 20 feet away and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And that one drops for him.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That is his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. James Johnson's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Towns throws it down.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Now here is Conley. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now here's Beasley. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 5 now.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Pass to Gobert. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is Russell. They grab their own miss, and it's Towns on the follow.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
Here's O'Neal, trailing by 5. Passes it to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. To the inside, Okogie takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And then for Minnesota, Jake Layman's checked in for Okogie, and Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. Ed Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Moutier comes in for Mitchell. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson, a wide open look, bangs home the trifecta. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's Layman, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
They've got Davis. Clarkson is out there with Moutier. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from O'Neal.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now, here's Culver. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Moutier with the ball. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
The Jazz shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here's Culver. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The shot by Layman, no good. Stripped it away. Hernangomez in the corner. From deep. Utah with the rebound. Now O'Neal inside. Ingles. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Noel. He's covered by Clarkson. Unloads from 9, and he gets the jumper to drop. Jazz trail by 4. Clarkson kicks to Ingles. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Moutier passes to Davis. 5 on the clock. And good that time. Davis has got 5 points in the quarter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Reed. Back to Hernangomez. No good on the triple. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2, and the basket by Ingles.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Now, here's Culver. No points in the game yet for him. Cans it from downtown.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others, and Culver flashes potential as a real playmaker.
On the wing, Ingles. 1:39 left to play in the first half. And he's good on the 3-ball. O'Neal's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here's Culver. Defended by Moutier. Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
You know, out of the pick and roll, Culver's a very good creator, and that was obvious from the first day he came into this league.
So, Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And Utah making a change here. Oney's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Johnson's checked in. And here is Conley. Gobert down low. Towns on him. That puts them in the lead. Mitchell's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Here's Towns. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Beasley finds Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert with the block.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats.
Oh my goodness! What a play!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Russell against Conley. Can they get it? And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. The first quarter didn't play out the way Utah had hoped. It didn't appear that their energy level was anywhere near. And that's a wrap.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the court for Minnesota, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Mitchell against Beasley. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And stolen by Russell. It's stolen by Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And Gobert drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside, Russell to the paint. Poked away. Towns with it. Conley picks him up. Back to Russell. Fires from deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Russell finds Towns. One-on-one here. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To stop the run. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Russell.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Conley gets the bucket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
Here's a Kogi. Good work defensively by Conley. Utah leading by 13. And it's Mitchell missing. Down low. Out to Russell. From past the arc. Offensive rebound.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 13. 1:35 left to play in the third. Pass to Okogie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Okogie is such a tough matchup inside, in part because he's got long arms to go with tremendous athleticism.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Gobert. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed's checked in. Johnson comes in for Hernan Gomez. Layman, he's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Culver's subbed in for Russell. Timberwolves trail by 10. Okogie. The pass to Culver. Lets it go with a 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Clarkson. Johnson with the block. They get it back. Bogdanovich wide open. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Johnson kicks to Layman. Johnson surveying the floor. Back to Layman. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Gobert comes in for Ed Davis. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Mudiay. Minnesota also with the sub. Noel's checked in. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Layman. He kicks to Culver. Here's Lehman. Tries from the block. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Utah in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Now, here's Clarkson to the inside. Now here's Johnson. Culver with it. Right wing for three. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the left wing. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Johnson.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles is checked in for O'Neal, and Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Minnesota also making some changes. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jake Lehman, and it's Malik Beasley in for Culver.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Now here's Beasley. Pass to Reed. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. Here's Beasley over by Conley. Beasley kicks to Johnson. The baseline J off the mark. Jazz leading by 9. Here's Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Jazz.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Johnson. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Utah has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Beasley with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Towns with the ball. Rebound, Utah. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Conley, the pass to Mitchell, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Jazz leading by 13, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front. Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup. Russell's got 10 points in just the second half.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Outside Conley. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 12. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Outside Russell, the three. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock to the right side. Here's Okogie. Ingles covering. Gobert with the block. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Johnson's checked in. James Johnson. 1:12 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 2. Beasley with a clean look. Rebound, Utah.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Jazz.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rudy Gobert.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Another miss by Utah.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. 10-point lead. Lobbed up there for Bogdanovich.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
To the middle. Here's Towns. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And, you know, it's quite remarkable when you look at his development. A perimeter player now in high school. Towns embraced more of an inside role his 1 year in college, and now showing you the...
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg.